indeed my pleasure to welcome you to this winter commencement at Sam Houston State University's 109th year of operation. This is one of 3 such ceremonies held on our campus each year. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce to you those members of the platform party who will not be introduced later in the ceremony. I'll ask each to stand as his or her name is called and remain standing until all have been introduced. Please hold your applause until all of the introductions have been made. First, members of the Board of Regents, Texas State University System. The Honorable Catherine Sangster Lowry of Austin. The Honorable Jeff Wentworth of San Antonio. The Honorable W.C. Perry of Waco. And then we have those persons with a variety of roles in this ceremony. Mrs. Eunice M. Evans, Registrar. Dr. Patricia Williams, Associate Professor of Education and Faculty Sponsor of Alpha Chi. And Mrs. Barbara Corbin, Assistant Professor of Music. Your applause is in order. I would also like to introduce to you a number of guests seated in sections E and F. We will ask them to stand and remain standing also until all introductions have been made. Mrs. Frances Bowers, wife of President Bowers. With Mrs. Bowers is Mrs. Lynette Drain, wife of Regent Drain. Mrs. Orita Perry, wife of Regent Perry. Dr. Drexel Benson and his wife, John L. Dr. Benson is president of Angelo State University and is also a former department chair of physics at Sam Houston. Mr. Lamar G. Urbanowski and his wife, Darlene. Mr. Urbanowski is executive director of the Board of Regents, Texas State University System. Dr. Fernando Gomez, general counsel, Texas State University System. Mr. Bill Nance, director of finance, Texas State University System. I understand that we also have 2 representatives from the Indonesian Consulate's office. Will they please stand? We're pleased to have with us also State Representative Hugh Shine of Temple and his daughters Amber and Kelly. And will the children and family members of former Regent Verna G. Johnson please stand? Johnson children and family members, will you please stand? And Mrs. Zella B. King. Your applause is in order. At this time, it is my pleasure to present to you the President of Sam Houston State University, Dr. Elliott T. Bowers. President Bowers.
Thank you, Dr. Mark. On behalf of the faculty and the staff and the students, may I add a word of welcome to those of you who have joined us in this celebration this morning. I know many of you have traveled great distances to get here. We have in this graduating class today representatives from 72 counties in the state of Texas, 10 states, and 17 foreign countries. So I know as big as Texas is and how many of you travel from El Paso and the Panhandle and the Valley and from foreign countries have made quite an effort. We hope that you enjoy it. We're delighted to have you here. At this time, may I present to you the Chairman of the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System. This board governs the activities at Angelo State University, Southwest Texas State University, Sul Ross State University, as well as our own Sam Houston. May I present to you the Honorable Ruben S. Cabedo, Chairman of the Board. From San Antonio, Mr. Escobedo.
Thank you, President Bowers. Graduates, friends, Johnson family members, special guests, my colleagues on the Board of Regents and faculty. As we approach the close of 1987, and as you approach a part of your academic education, a milestone, it comes time to reflect upon what becomes meaningful to one. I'm sure that you will long remember this particular date, and it will become a milestone, if it isn't already. Well, I have had the privilege of enjoying a milestone that really started 4 years ago. For it was 4 years ago, my very distinct pleasure to begin to serve with Bernard G. Johnson on the Board of Regents for the Texas State University system. During the ceremonies today, we will honor him for the qualities which he has exhibited over the course of a lifetime. I have only been partying for 4 years, and it must be one terrific life ever. Mr. Johnson is a native son of the state of Texas. He is a 1937 graduate of that wonderful university known as Texas A&M, and a 1974 recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award conferred by that particular school. He served his country with great honor during World War II in the United States Army, the Mediterranean Theater, earning the Bronze Star and rising to the rank of colonel. He entered the professional engineering field in 1947 and founded Bernard G. Johnson Incorporated, which is one of the largest, most successful architectural and engineering firms in the country. Through his long and distinguished service in civic and church affairs, he has received numerous honors. Bernard G. Johnson was first appointed to the Board of Regents of the Texas State University system in 1969 by Governor John Connally, reappointed in 1975 by Governor Dolph Briscoe, and in 1981 by Governor William P. Clements. He has served faithfully the interest of higher education in Texas for over 18 years. During his tenure, the Texas State University system, which Dr. Bowers described to you earlier, has grown and developed from a small college system to its present stature as the third largest system in the state of Texas, enrolling over 38,000 students who are supported with first-class physical plants and facilities on all campuses, and by distinguished facilities which excel in faculties, that is, which excel in teaching. I am pleased to be here today to honor a man of such rare talent, courage, and a deeply devoted friend. In due recognition and by action of the Board of Regents of the Texas State University system on June 5th, 1987, the Sam Houston State University was authorized by the Board of Regents in unanimous action to confer upon Bernard G. Johnson the degree of Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa. At this time, I will ask Mr. Johnson to come forward, and I call on Dr. Elliott T. Bowers, President of Sam Houston State University, who will confer the degree. Dr. Bowers.
Chairman Escobedo, by virtue of the resolution and its authority, on behalf of Sam Houston State University, I hereby confer upon Bernard G. Johnson the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you a former student of Sam Houston State. While he was here, he served as president of the Student Government Association. Subsequently, he has served as president of the Alumni Association. He has served on the Board of Regents, not only as a chairman, but as a chair of many of the important committees under which the Board of Regents carries out its governance. He is presently chairman of the most important committee on that board, in my opinion. He's chairman of the local committee for this university. May I present to you the Honorable Lee Drain of Dallas, Texas. Mr. Drain.
If I had only a few words with which to characterize my friend Bernard Johnson, they would be wise, strong, and dedicated.
He's right by the piano. Right by the
Catherine Joan Pacitola, Chad Warren Prince,
piano. He's right in front of
Jeanette Michelle Piles,
I got it.
Daniel Quinlan,
You're right at the edge of the piano right now.
Yeah.
Kathy Ann Rabelais, Mary Esther Ramos,
Let's see.
Daniel Lloyd Rankin, Samuel Allen Rash, Charles Raymond Regal, Michael William Rack, Rodney Joseph Reed,